Also in the news this week, we've just had the announcement from independent watchmakers MING of the release of their new World Time watch. The 2901 is now going to be brought out in a black DLC coated titanium case. This was originally released in a more traditional titanium case previously, and this is now the updated version. So, in terms of the specification, this is a true world time movement ordered by Ming and created by Schwartz Etienne, custom for Ming themselves. What's fantastic is the dimensions of this watch, just 40 millimeters in diameter, just under 12 millimeters in height. So, incredibly compact for a world time watch. I think this is a fantastic looking watch. It comes with 22 millimeter lug width on a black custom FKM strap and also has 50 meters of water resistance. So it's a little bit sporty, or certainly more sporty than the previous version, which was also had a bracelet available uh, for it. I'm a big fan of Ming. I really like this. There's only going to be 25 of these made available worldwide, and delivery is expected between 6 and 8 weeks after the drop goes live. Probably will sell out fairly quickly, I'm afraid, by the time you've seen this video. My only kind of complaint is, frankly, the price. It's 22,000 Swiss francs, excluding taxes. So, in sterling terms, that's going to be about 23,750 odd pounds, roughly there or thereabouts. That's quite a lot of money for a titanium world time watch. I think that if you're a true collector and a big fan, this is going to be up there for you. But for a lot of people, I think that's going to be quite pricey. What do you think of this one, Kevin?
It's a cool piece. It's very, very nice. I just can't get my head around that price. It's way too expensive. There's a lot of watches out there you can get in that sort of price bracket. I mean, I know it's going to be limited, and I know it's Ming, so it's beautifully crafted. However, there's only going to be one or two people that I know who would even consider purchasing that, and they won't stump up the money for it. It's beautiful. I know they're taking Ming is going to a whole new level, but wow, that is certainly a whole new level when it comes to pricing as well.
And I know they get quite involved in the design of the movements and the types of finishing, but ultimately it's not them, it's not their watchmaker putting this thing together. So that cost tells you that, sometimes some designs are maybe just not economical. I just don't think that, maybe that they should even go there if that's the cost that they can achieve. It doesn't feel very competitive.
I know what you mean. I mean, if they made 200 or is in part of the core collection, yes, the cost may come down, not substantially, but it's all about supply and demand.
I'm sure they can justify it from a production perspective. The question is, can the buyer justify it? That's I think hard. I mean, you really have to love the brand to spend that much, right?
100%, 100%. And you won't see one in the wild, definitely. Be very rare to see
You're right. I
one.
mean, I've tried on the previous one and absolutely love it. The dimensions are phenomenal, fantastic for smaller wrists. I do own a proper world timer, and that's the world timer that Omega produces, and I really love that watch as well. But it's a big watch. It's not going to comfortably fit under a cuff, for example. Whereas this will. I got to try on the original at an event in Hong Kong. I'll try to put some footage up of that when I was there. Really wonderful. It's just I just wish they could make it, cheaper. But incidentally, Kevin, if you were looking at the specs of this, micro rotor movement, custom finish, and everything, what kind of price would you be happy to pay for this one?
Oh, gosh, at least half. At least half. Yeah, you're looking at 10K. It's titanium, isn't it? So, yeah, 10, 11K. Even though that's still, I think, personally on the high side for, would you still call them, what do you call them? The brand itself, are they a micro brand still?
Not
Not
anymore.
anymore?
No, I mean
Much more established?
no. They've outgrown it. They're They've got a team in place. That I think they're even opening a retail spot now as well. I think of them as an independent brand, but not a micro brand anymore. They've definitely outgrown that. I asked that question because I just spotted a second hand of the first version that they released being offered by our friends at Subdial. And yes, they've got it listed for about half the cost of the original retail
Yeah.
price, which I think is definitely fair. But I'd hate to be that buyer that picked it up at over 20k and is now having to let it go for about half that cost, excluding the fees that Subdial are
Yeah.
obviously going to earn, which are considerable, shall we say?
Yeah,
So
that's
yeah,
amazing. I don't believe that. So the original one was over 20k as well. I didn't know that.
yeah, pretty much
Oh,
similar price. I think it's only slightly less, not much more. I think yeah, this is slightly higher because of the coating that's being applied to it. But apart from that, it's roughly the same movement, similar situation. Yeah.
yeah, somebody should snap that one up then, definitely.
Well, you never know. Maybe me before this episode goes out.
Sure.
We will tune into the next episode to find out
Yeah,
if
exactly.
I did buy the Ming Worldtimer from Subdial. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. Actually, in the comments, can you put down how much would you pay for the MING Worldtimer? Either option, the current one or the one which is coming out in a couple of weeks. Let us know in the comments what you think the value should be. That would be interesting to find out.
I'd love to find out if anybody actually thinks this is cheap and they pay even more for it. That's what
Wow. I need to meet that person.
somebody out there probably does. Yeah.